So, hello everyone, and welcome to an all new episode of the show. And here at Ownahome, we believe that owning a home should not make you lose sleep. So, we're committed to giving you the very best property recommendations and insider real estate gist. So, a while ago, I just opened my phone on LinkedIn. The CEO of the Sujimoto luxury construction and real estate company posted on his personal page on LinkedIn, this Sujimoto are so arrogant. You can afford to admire it, he said. And then he put 1 + 1 is equal to 11, #luxury, #luxury living. And, he was really pushing their flagship product, which is their Lucrenza in Banana Island, selling for $2.5 million for the 5-bedroom apartment. And whilst he put it, he tagged his official company. And if you go to the official company, the part of the ad, this ad is meant for the 1% of the 1%. Others can look away. And his company actually told similar line. And I saw an update from his official company in a now apparently deleted post. And basically the post was saying that we would reduce our standard for no man. And first thing that caught me was this was just very bizarre. Who signed off on this? Don't you have brand guidelines? Who was the person that agreed that this was okay to talk about? And I felt like, and in my comparison, I felt like they were trying to do this sort of new form of offensive marketing to raise eyebrows, to spark conversation around what they were doing. And, I referenced Burna Boy, how the year that Burna Boy did lots of influencer marketing. And also he called out Coachella for writing his name in small font. I mean, some people's names had to be in small font, but he harped on that to bring shock value and to bring about a conversation around what he was doing. Recently, I was scrolling again on LinkedIn. So he said, I find these billboards from luxury construction company Sujimoto. He tagged them on Alfred Riwin in Ikoyi and Falomo Bridge in VI to be insensitive and tone deaf in this time of increased economic hardship. There should be a creative way to advertise a product without insulting the demographic that is outside the target market. And so let's see these billboards. The billboard says, this advert is meant for the 1% of the 1%. Others can look away. Then the next one says, even if you can't afford Lucrenza by Sujimoto, you can afford to admire it. And but would you imagine that the CEO himself responded? The CEO himself responded, that is Sujibomi Ogundele. He said, you can't obviously afford the Lucrenza, but you have demonstrated affordability by posting these ads. Thanks for sharing. We shall add you to the competition. So apparently there's a picture of the competition that they have, and they said that if you post a picture of you with the ad, you get into a pool and stand a chance to win cool prizes. If you see an ad of the Lucrenza, of their product that is selling, and you post it, you stand an opportunity to win. And then he replies, you clearly aren't getting my point. Don't add me to any competition. I'm not interested. Somebody now came and said, the Nigerian mindset at work. If I tell you that this didn't crack me up, I'm lying to you guys. I'm lying to you guys. And somebody said, you shot yourself in the foot with this statement. It is not an affordability thing. No one is competing with your pocket. So he continues to say, feedback taken had a great success. When you have the time, Steve, go to their website, you will get the point. And he goes on to say they are building the best building in Africa. 99% can't afford it. He said, even me, I can't afford it. And let's look at other comments. This guy, I think the funniest part of it was that this guy was all over the comments responding to them. And it's just like Nagoti coming to respond to my videos on YouTube, or people that attack him. So somebody said, I found it very, very interesting. It's the kind of money misruled entrepreneur that's been bred. He meant bred. He said breed by the political class in Nigeria. Any Nigerian with this kind of disrespect for customers are not getting funded by customers' revenue. They have politicians they are fronting for to siphon resources that cover their ego and arrogance with disdain for customers, fueled by any real innovative model. Just waste of opportunity and access. Wow, those were really deep words. There's somebody, at least some people have to advocate for him. Somebody said, the founder of Sujimoto, Sujibomi Ogundele, grew up in a slum and made it from the ground up. So I'm certain this is not a slap in the face of the poor, but should be seen as inspiration by taunting. And this is a legal counsel from Sujimoto herself. I feel like this person was the most professional and sensible response, that a bit more dignified. And I feel like my problem was that is the response. There is something called brand tone. I didn't see any of it come into play. The brand tone was just very, very, it was kind of the thing that you go to the street and meet somebody on Twitter, and you meet somebody and somebody will be talking to you and you respond that way. When I was in corporate, just for me to send an email, it has to pass through brand. It also had to pass through department head. I feel like that's so much bottleneck, and it might actually stifle creativity. But the other way you work around is have a brand document, have a branding guideline document, list of words that you can say, list of emotions that you can evoke. But when these things are not present, somebody mentioned insults to customers. Now this can actually be seen by some people as very, very, very insultive. So she said, Dolapo Aisha said, the hype is real. The Sujimoto advertisement is by its intendment. Wow, this is a lawyer spotted. Is by its intendment aimed to get people's attention through disruptive marketing. It embraces concepts that are outside the norm by adding shock value. It forces you to stop and look. A lot of people are actually stopping to take a look. Not only is the Sujimoto advertisement encouraging people to think or perceive things differently, but it also makes the 99% want to be part of the story and take part in what we have to offer. In all of this, Sujimoto is cutting through blah blah blah. It's too late to fail. 1 + 1 is equal to 11. I don't get that 1 + 1 is equal to 11. Of course, there were people in the comments trying to prop them up to get job opportunities, try to cozy up to those that bid, try to get opportunities. If Sujimoto really had direct access to the 0.01% they claim can afford such super luxury, then there would have been any need for those billboards in the first place. And he replied, you strategically gave an opinion where you have no expertise. Well, Lucrenza is sold out with just one penthouse and a maisonette remaining. Ignorance is a disease, but we shall pray for you. He said he will pray for the guy, and one day that time comes, he'll be able to afford Sujimoto. So apparently 2 units are left, so it's working for them, which he said, But that is even not the most bizarre thing about it. One thing that I really, really noticed that kind of put me in the wrong way, it irked me a bit. Just the posture of this company is so bizarre. How their CEO is slugging it out dirty, and in a comment that I think was deleted now, he said that this guy, this Weibo Boer PhD, has just used Sujimoto to rack up engagements on his page, that he should try it again and he'll see what will happen, whether he will pay for it or something like that. and you could have actually just ignored it. But what are your thoughts towards this? What do you think they went too far? Do you think this is what you really be interested in? And I feel and something I said in my other video was that people are still going to buy. It also, one thing that helped me as a realtor to also realize is that really put off the scarcity mindset. Landways in Abraham Adesonia, they're increasing their prices every other month, and people are buying. Like, they are Nigerians, both Nigerians, wherever they are, and are willing, no matter how much you peg your real estate resources. In fact, I read an article on Nairametrics, and they were saying that people even use real estate here in Nigeria to launder money. And while you can look at it from that perspective, or you can look at it from the perspective of just over wealthy people that have so much money, just spending their money, it can either be aspirational for you, downright offensive for you, or you can just be you can just be very, very, very in the middle, indifferent about it. So do you think that this guy is the most arrogant developer in Nigeria? What do you think of this ad? What do you think of the company? And thank you so much for watching. We sell way more affordable property in Lagos. So if you're interested in owning a property anywhere around Lagos and its environs, in Abuja and Dubai coming very soon, contact Uche and let's get started on your journey to owning a property. Thank you so very much for watching the show, and talk to you all very, very soon. Bye bye.
At 5 in the morning, I wake up to 5.